And also my vice principal, he was friend of my cousin. I used to say, my cousin's name is Yogesh, like, she is a science student. She wants to do something, she wants to go to IIT or something, and she's taking tuition for IIT, and she has like why she has biology, I don't know, but she has biology and mathematics both, and she should learn, like, she should study more, she's doing theater and all stuff, tell her. And he said, like, are you, like, please concentrate on your study because your aims are different, like, think about that. Like, yeah, my aims are different. And that time it wasn't like, study was not a problem because I used to love all those subjects. It was not about I hate science, that's why I left science eventually. But I left it because I used to find very little time, like morning classes, afternoon college, evening practicals, and then I was back home or I was at the rehearsals. So, and it was not very easy decision.
You were not able to cope with theatre and science.
Yeah. But also I didn't want it, I wanted to continue science because it was my ambition, and I used to sketch space shuttles. I used to do drawings of space shuttle. I used to do like all those spare parts and everything. I used to collect, like, not spare parts, but the drawings of spare parts. And I used to draw it. I used to read more about it, that how it works, how all its mechanism is like. So I thought that if I leave science, then I won't be able to do this. So I want to do this also, and I want to do this also in my life. How can I like merge it together and all? But finally I took a call and I shifted to arts, and
Your parents were not upset?
They were.
Because your family is full of engineers and
doctors. So my grandparents, like my grandfather, he was a doctor. My another uncle, he is a doctor. His wife is a doctor. Another cousin, my sister is pharmacist. So actually they were happy, not doctor, but at least I wanted to become an engineer. And they, like, of course, anybody will get a bit anxious, but suddenly I was saying that I want to shift my focus. I want to shift my stream. I'm jumping from science to directly arts. Like, my mother did economics, and my father he also, like, he did commerce. But and like they were actually they were happy that at least I don't want to do medical, I don't want to do I don't want to become doctor, okay, I don't want to become pharmacist, okay, but I wanted to do engineering. And because engineering or anything like this fields they do have some sort of security, stability in terms of job, future. So anybody will say that, okay, she's in a right track and she's doing whatever she's doing, good. And all these things are hobby, cool, keep it as hobby. But I was struggling, and they saw my struggle. And actually he asked me that, what's your problem? Like, what is happening? Are you not happy doing science? What is happening? And my struggle was not like I was not going to college or something else. It was something different, because I was not able to say anything what is happening. And he asked me, so do you want to shift or something? Like, are you okay? So what we did, we did an aptitude test.
You did?
Yes, I did. We did an
What is the test?
Like today morning I asked him what was there in the test, because I didn't know what was there in the test. But I guess no, he said that it was about arts, and that's why I was pretty cool about it. Like, even science is saying that she is made for arts. So okay, but yeah. So initial stage, it was a bit difficult to convince them, but eventually, yeah, they agreed, and I shifted to psychology.
But did you do psychology in the Open University or you joined a college?
No, I first I shifted itself in my 12th.
In the,
Yeah, so that was in the college, and even in that college, like initially was like, why she is jumping from science to arts suddenly in her 12th? Like, what is happening? Is she not good in study or something? They saw my mark sheet and it's okay, then why? And then I started doing some cultural activities also in that college, and then we did another play, and so it was happy. And after my 12th, I went to Pune University to do my BA in theatre at Center for Performing Arts, Lalit Kala Kendra. But I was there only for 1 year. Yeah, I was there only for 1 year, and even for that, I really like studied hard, and of course, how can I forget? In between, I met my first guru, my first mentor, Prashant Hire. It was during my this jump from science to art.
That's when you met.
Yeah, that's when I met her. I did that play with like Mushtaq and Veeg and everything, and he saw that play. And one of my friend was working with him, and I said that I really liked his play. I would like to meet him once. And then he was also like, I was looking for you because I was wondering who is that girl or boy they are performing. So I was wondering about you, and like I wanted to meet you too. And I do remember the first time I went to meet him, and all those science and art struggle was going on in my head. And we have this theatre called Kalidas Kala Mandir in Nasik. And that day they had this mosquito repellent smoke full in that auditorium. And I opened that glass door of that Audi, and it was full of smoke. And he said me, come to 3rd floor, I'm there, our rehearsal is happening, come join us, and like we'll see and we'll read the script or something. And I went inside, I was like full of smoke. I was walking for a few steps, and I was like, no, go back, how bad it is, it's total smoke here, and how can I go inside? It's so funny. I was thinking, oh, that's the best analogy. Let's cross this smoke.
You thought it was a challenge.
Let's cross this smoke, and I crossed it, and I went to 3rd floor, and I met him, and he said, okay, read this. Let us see how good you can read it. And then I read the script, and he said, okay, let's come for rehearsal, and then we'll see. And then that was the first play. He was directing for MICO company for Maharashtra state level drama competition. He's not just my theatre teacher, I'll say. Yes, he taught me how to stand on stage, how to throw your voice till the last row, but he taught me what to read, and like what to read and how to read your text and what to read. And he guided me. Like, I feel like I thank my lucky star every day for bringing him in my life, because if he wasn't there that time, this journey would have been completely different. How, I don't know, but completely different. Because whatever I have read, whatever I started to like watch, it was all because of him. We had some film club in Nasik called Dada Saif Phalke Film Society. So he said that, okay, let's go and watch film. And then I don't remember like both of us watching film again. But the first time he initiated me, like, here, go there. What to see? No, there, go there. And then it was really amazing time that he
was
guided.
really a mentor.
Yeah, he is.
And then why did you do only 1 year in Center for Performing Arts?
Yes. Center for Performing Arts, it was an amazing experience, because Pune is a cultural capital of Maharashtra, and I always wanted to be there, and like even going there and watching a play was a different experience. So I was so happy that I am in Pune itself, and I am taking lessons from Satish Alekar, Samarna Khate, Rajiv Naik, and everybody who were my stars. and also like learning with several other colleagues was amazing experience. But in my batch we were four of us were there, 3 boys, 1 girl. It was me. In MA there was 2 girls and 2 boys. So it was amazing dynamics in the batch all the time.
There was only 1 girl?
For BA there was, for theatre there was only 1 girl.
Oh, really?
In my batch. I was only one. And I was also wondering, because I thought that before going for audition and everything, even my parents, I guess they remember that all the time in that bus, I was like singing that song which I had to perform. Like, and they were like, okay, now even we know the lyrics of it, okay, now stop. So I was so tense and stressed before the audition, because I thought there must be like several girls, and like not just girls but several people, like they want, if maybe they want to take an admission. But and Center for Performing Arts is an amazing Gurukul, because they have music, dance and theatre under one roof. So for dance and music there was like, I guess four girls at least each. But in theatre I was alone.
And who was the theatre teacher there?
Theatre teacher Satish Arekar, HOD. He was HOD that time. And theatre teacher, as I named, like Praveen Bhole, Rajiv Naik, Samar Nakhate. But in first year, Samar Nakhate sir just taught for a while for us. Also, Mahesh Alkunchwar ji came for a workshop, and outside director used to come. And for production, all of us were together, like first year till third year, all of us were together. I got amazing seniors and amazing batchmates. I learned a lot of things from them, and from seniors, like 2 of them were supposed to be here tonight. I got my best friends in CPA. But even during that time, I used to do play in between, like whenever I used to go home. So I guess I was back home for Diwali vacation or something, and I did a play. And there, that day, jury for that competition, that was competition or event, I don't remember. But jury for that competition was, oh right, that was a competition. And jury for that competition was Sukanya Kulkarni, renowned Marathi actress. She saw me performing on stage. And that year, actually, the organizers said that earlier year you won this competition, so this year we are not going to consider you. This is like, you please perform and like enjoy. And we said, okay, it's not about competition, we are here to perform, and we performed. And but what happened, what was the twist in the story, that after competition, because I was thinking, okay, like I thought this is going to be the last competition I'll do in Nasik, but this year they are saying that, okay, we are not going to consider you. I'm like, okay. And I was a bit sad. And I was walking by the corridor, and somebody came running. And they're like, Kalyanee? I'm like, yeah, huh. So they are calling you inside. Who? So like, that jury is calling you inside. Jury is calling me inside. And I went there. So she said, how old are you? So I was like 17 and a half, like almost 18. Okay, so what are you doing right now? I'm a student, I'm theatre student in Pune University. Would you like to act in serials? I'm serious. Like, no, I'm a theatre person and I don't want to do television. I don't want to come. Like, give it a thought. I'm serious, give me a number, give it a thought. Because eventually you'll end up doing all this stuff. It's our field, it's vast. Give it a thought. I'm like, okay. And I went back. And it was middle of my term. Like first term was just ended. And second term started, I was again back to CPA, doing all my work and everything. But she rang me once again that, Kalyanee, I asked you the other day that, are you interested to act in serials? So, are you? Like, I am not. No, not. Okay, just send me some photos of yours. Okay, we'll see. I'm like, okay. And I said, I want to study. I don't want to go right now. But again, like, I did my photo session. That was my first photo session with the best photographer in Nasik, and it was really in Nasik, yeah. And he's amazing. Like, I didn't even know like how to pose. Like, even I don't know right now. But that time it was that time was a bit hard. Was okay. How like, do I need to smile or what? Like, what should I do? And all this. So like, okay, okay. And he was guiding me for everything. He played music which I liked. Okay, be relaxed. Okay, just photos. I'm not going to do anything to you. It's okay. And we did that. And I sent her photographs and everything. And eventually, this production house called me, and they said, we have a role for you in our next serial. Would you like to come to Mumbai just for a screen test? Like, okay, why all the time? Like, my mother says that opportunity knocks only one, and this is knocking like so many times. So what is it exactly? I should give it a thought. And then I said, okay, I'll come to Mumbai. And me and my father went there. He came with me, and we went there. Like, I had my audition, and evening he said, okay, you are going to play second lead in my serial, and you're going to play a vamp, which is vamp, complete negative character. I'm like, first negative character, and I didn't know about like what is it about. Like, okay, I came back to CPA. I had a conversation with my HOD, and I said that I don't know what should I do, because like one part of my heart is saying let's explore this opportunity, but like I came here, like I came here after so much of conflict and everything, and again there is another conflict standing in front of me. What should I do? And he said, okay, it's completely okay to have this conflict. And he suggested me, okay, you should go and see whether you like it or not, and then come back if you don't like it, and go there. And eventually, like, our student does television, and right now television has its own audience, and it reaches to several audience, and it will also, like, it will be a learning experience for you too. Go and give it a shot. Okay, I shifted to Mumbai. I left Pune. I completely shifted to Mumbai, but I had something in my mind that eventually I'll go back, because maybe I'm not going to like it or something. But what happened?
It was a Marathi serial.
It was a Marathi serial on ETV Marathi. It was called Apli Mansa, and the first day of my shooting was on Jezuri. And I still remember my first shot and how my hand was shaking that time, because that was my first experience like acting in front of camera, and I didn't know, like, is it different or it's not. I didn't know. So, and the first shot was a close frame where I had to bring my hand with like 3 notes of 500 and with all attitude and everything, but attitude in this much hand. So, so they said that, okay, you're going to offer this money to this Doli wala, and you will go in Doli while other people are going to walk. So this is the scene. So the first shot is just give him money. And they said like attitude, everything. So like attitude, okay. And I was so anxious and nervous. I was bringing attitude in my entire body, like, and it was out of frame. He was saying, Kalyanee,
Too much attitude.
too much attitude. Frame is like this. And I was like, I don't know. And I was completely confused. Come here, be relaxed, come here. And he said, okay, look in that, I don't remember, it was digital cam. Yeah, I think it was, I don't remember. But I saw the frame, like there, your hand should be there. Look at that tree out there. So that tree has this smaller branch just in front of that branch. Look at that tree. Don't be in attitude. Look at that tree and bring your attitude in your hand. Like, okay. And I was looking at that tree and I did my first shot. But then it started because the same production house did another serial, was already doing another serial which was the highest TRP serial of that time in ZTV, that time I guess Alpha Marathi. And
Then you did some films also.
Yes.
What were the films you did?
Yes, I did 2 films, like not did 2 films, but I acted in 2 films. One by Sangeet Kulkarni called Kshanokshani, another one was by Rajiv Patil called Oxygen. And I did a role in that, like a character role, which was also a fantastic experience. And doing all this stuff, like I was doing 4 serials on 4 Marathi channels, one on Z, one on ETV Marathi, one on Sahyadri, and another one on Sam TV Marathi.
Were you a vamp in all of them?
No. Vamp in only one. The first one. All the characters were also interesting, because another one, Avghachi Sansar, I played a completely different role of a strong woman who is talking about like the way she's living her life on her own terms. So I played that role. In Asmita, I was playing a journalist, and in Vilakshan, I was playing a woman whose husband betrayed her, that he was married already and he just married her for child. So that was interesting story, and I was lead in that, the last Vilakshan. But all the time inside I was not happy doing everything. Like, it's good right now when I look back, or even that time, if somebody is just looking objectively, okay, Kalyanee is acting in serials and now she stays in Mumbai and everybody knows her, like even in bank people gave her way to do stuff or something. And
you won awards also for your acting, isn't it?
Yeah, before
television
yeah. During television time I was nominated for Best Supporting Actress. And for theatre, yes, in earlier time I did, because of Prashant sir and like all our other colleagues. Television period was a very complex time. That 3 years were really complex in my life, because at the same time I was getting fame, which I was not so used to of. People were recognizing me on streets and several things were happening. Some of my parents' colleagues used to call them and they used to like, we saw your daughter, like she's there in that channel and everything. So everybody was so happy, and even like some relatives of mine, I hardly know them, they used to also like call me on many things were happening. But to reach at CPA, I left science. I went through a journey to reach at that point of time, to reach to theatre. And then I was at CPA, and some sort of inquiry was already started. Like, yeah, I was watching certain films which were not, which were not so popular. I was watching, like I got introduced to, thankfully, luckily, to Satyajit Ray, to some Iranian films like Children of Heaven and everything, because of Dada Saif Phalke Film Society, which was really active at that point of time in Nasik. And also here in Mumbai, here in Pune during CPA time, I got introduced to like theatre is a larger term. Like doing one play is different thing, and theatre is most wider term. So different aspects of it and everything, and I was learning. And I thought that I'm missing it. I'm completely missing it. And I was like 19 years old, maybe like 19, 20, like till 21, I guess I did it. So I thought this is my time to learn something. And also, like this industry, like it's an amazing industry. But I was young, and it was placing certain standards of living, of beauty, of everything, and not on me. Like it's there, it's present, it's there. And again, I'm back to the same industry, and I have to be here, and this is my some sort of karma bhumi. I have to work here. But I was very young at that point of time, and I was confused about it, and I thought this is not the time where I should fix myself, because is this what I wanted to do? Like when I opted to do theatre or to learn theatre. So this is not it which I wanted to do. And it's serial, it's very, there is a pressure of everyday telecast. So shooting was like 24/7. I found one of my one page from that diary, and I saw there I was shooting for 36 days in February, 28 days, and I was shooting for 36 days. That means day, night, day, night, day, night, day. And I was like, wow, right now when I look at it, I get scared. So the amount of creative energy is coming from writers, directors, actors, even producers. It varies. Like at the beginning, it's something else because they are launching their. But at the end, there are several factors which are working. So also I was bit unhappy with the work, but it was amazing crew and cast, and I was acting with some of my favorite actors, and it was a learning experience, that the way they shift, the way they do on and off while they act and everything. It was amazing, but I was questioning myself all the time.
Who did you share this with?
At that point of time,
Whatever you were thinking, this dissatisfaction that you felt,
my
did you share it with somebody?
my parents, some of my best friends, they knew it, that if they are asking me, so how was your shoot? And I used to just give this look to them, okay, don't ask right now. So yeah, I shared it with my friends, and also in between I met Dubeji, like yeah, Pandit Satyadeva Dubey. I heard, before I heard a lot about him, and I was a bit scared to go in front of him, that my God, I have heard that he has like hot temper and how he's going to react and everything. He conducted a workshop at Prithvi Theatre. I used to go to Prithvi Theatre, NCPA, and used to watch plays. I met some friends, and we used to share our inquiries. We used to share our how theatre should be, and what is happening in theatre, and what interesting work they are doing, all of them. So somehow I got to know about this workshop. I went and I said, I want to attend your workshop, and I attended that workshop there. And also all the time Prashant sir was with me, and he was saying, are you really struggling a lot? Like, yes, I am struggling, but you know, like all the time it has happened that I left something and I came up with something, and one fine point I found out that no, this is not it. So I'm just giving myself time. And yes, after leaving in CPA, I finished my graduation with YCMOU, which is Open University, and I was doing my psychology at that point of time, parallel to all of this serial like shooting and everything. And I said, I'll be first year at CP, and then second and third year with YCMO, and I'll finish my graduation, and maybe I'll go somewhere and learn. I want to spend some time to know more about the field I'm working, because I'm totally ignorant, and like people, definition of an actor, like what we have, that okay, we see them on television, so yeah, I know that actor.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, no, there is something else, and I want to learn that, I want to know at least about it.